So, if you live in a condo or a planned community, you're definitely dealing with a homeowners association. But what is it really? And who's actually in charge? Well, we're going to break down all the key players so you know exactly who's who.
You know the feeling, right? A letter shows up, or maybe an email pops into your inbox, and it's just signed the HOA. It feels like this big, faceless entity is making all the decisions. So, who are you really dealing with when you have a question or a problem? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Okay, this right here gets to the single biggest misconception about community associations. I mean, so many people use the terms HOA and management company like they're the same thing, but they are absolutely fundamentally different. The HOA, that's the legal corporation made up of all the homeowners. The management company, on the other hand, is just a vendor that's hired by that corporation.
And understanding that one difference brings us to probably the most important thing you need to know in this entire explainer. Seriously, once this clicks, it's going to change everything about how you see your community.
All right, let's make it official. Your homeowners association, or HOA, or maybe it's a COA, a condo owners association, it's a legal corporation. Simple as that. The moment you bought your home, boom, you automatically became a member. It's not some other group making rules for you, it's the collective of every single owner in your community. That means you are a part of it. And this is exactly why that distinction is so critical. The management company, they're a service provider. Think of it like this. Your corporation might hire an accounting firm, right? But that accounting firm doesn't suddenly become the corporation. It's the exact same idea here. Management is hired to do a job, and they take their direction from the association, which, again, is made up of you and all your neighbors.
Okay, so if the homeowners are the association and the management is just a hired vendor, how does anything actually get done? Well, that's where this really simple but powerful idea comes in: the deciders versus the doers. Honestly, it's the easiest way to understand the two other key players in this whole setup.
So, first up, we've got the deciders, your board of directors. And I want you to pay close attention to that key phrase here: homeowner volunteers. These are your neighbors. They're people who were elected by the community to make decisions on behalf of everyone. It's their job to set policy, approve the budgets, and pretty much guide the whole community's direction.
And on the other side of the coin, you've got the doers, the management company. These are the hired professionals whose whole job is to carry out the board's decisions. You can think of them as the boots on the ground, handling all that day-to-day work, like getting repairs done, sending out notices, and just giving support and guidance to the board.
So here's what that looks like in the real world. Let's say the board decides the playground equipment is getting old and unsafe and needs to be replaced. That's step one, the decision. Then, they direct the management company to go out and get 3 bids from different vendors. That's step 2, the direction. Finally, management goes and gets the quotes and then coordinates the actual installation once a vendor is chosen. That's step 3, the execution. See? The board decides, management does.
Okay, so we've laid out all the players and what they do. But why does any of this really matter to you as a homeowner? Well, because understanding this structure is the key. It's what unlocks better communication and helps you solve problems way more effectively. I mean it. When you know who's responsible for what, your frustration level just plummets. Let's say you have a great idea for a new community rule. That's a policy decision, so you take it to the board. But what if you see a broken sprinkler head? Well, that's an operational issue. That's a job for management. When you direct your communication to the right people, you just get faster, clearer answers. It's that simple.
And really, you can boil it all down to this one simple equation. When homeowners, the board, and management all clearly understand their own distinct roles and responsibilities, the entire system just works better. You get less confusion, less friction, and way more progress. So, after breaking all of this down, from the corporation itself to the doers and the deciders, it all leads to one central, super empowering truth. And it's this: you are the HOA. If there is one single idea that sticks with you from all of this, let it be this one. It isn't some external them. It's us. You and every single one of your neighbors. You are the association. Your vote, your voice, your engagement, that's what truly shapes the community you live in.
Look, this knowledge is power. It's basically the map to navigating your community effectively. So now that you have that map, how are you going to engage in a new way? Maybe it's attending a meeting, or maybe it's just knowing exactly who to email next time. Either way, you are now equipped to help make your community even better.